Hey guys, JonathanWolfe038 here, and welcome at long last, after many delays, to my 1,000 plus subscriber special. Okay, so I actually had something completely different planned for the opening to this, but it was going to take a lot of trouble to put together, and so, you know, I didn't really have time for it, but I will actually save the idea for perhaps 2,000 or something like that, one of the bigger numbers. But anyway, as for today, the plan is for us to revisit 5 games that I have actually completed on my channel. I think that's kind of important because as a Let's Player, obviously you can play many games. However, completed projects really ring true as to what sort of a LPer you are. So I went through the games that I have actually completed, and I chose 5 to revisit today. Just play a few minutes of each one, sort of reminisce about it, and yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. And I'm probably going to throw in a little bit of a special surprise at the end, so yeah, be on the lookout for that. But anyway, yeah, so kicking things off, first of all, is going to be the first game that I ever completed a Let's Play of. Even though it wasn't the first one I started, it was the first one I completed, and that is Super Bonk. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage. It's Super Bonk. Always love the music in this game. Anyway, so yes, Super Bonk, which is the first game that I finished a Let's Play of, not the first one I started. I believe that this was the 3rd project, well, 4th if you count that first feeble attempt at Star Wars Battlefront. Then there was the scrapped Sly 2 attempt. Then banjo-kazooie, which I count as my first real Let's Play because I did live commentary and all that. And then there was a spell where I couldn't record because I was sick, but then the first day that I felt better, I just said, you know what, I just want to start something new for some reason, and so I started this game, and, oh, forgetting controls is just horrible. Anyway, yeah, so I started this game, and I had a blast playing it. It was not a great Let's Play, honestly. I was still learning what it took to do good commentary, and, honestly, it showed, but, you know, for what it was fun, and it was an early attempt, and for it to be the first Let's Play I completed, I'm okay with it being not as great quality of a Let's Play. So yeah, it's a fun game. Dude, seriously, keep forgetting stuff. I obviously played it a little better than I'm playing it here. So yeah, commentary improves, playing worsens, I guess you'd say. But anyway, not sure how many of you have actually played the game before. It's actually on Virtual Console now. This is Super Bonk for the SNES. There are other Bonk games too, from TurboGrafx and other things. So just definitely check some of them out if you haven't. They're all really fun games. They're quirky. They're different. You don't always see a game like this, that's for sure. I've always had fun playing them. I had considered at one point perhaps re-LPing this, but I'm thinking, at least for the time being, it's going to stand as my first completed Let's Play, no matter how rough it is. And so yeah, lots of interesting things though, different power-ups that you can get, obviously, and Bonk will transform, he'll gain certain powers, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun if you've never tried it. I'm playing the emulator version here just because it's easier for me to record, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I had a lot of fun with this game. I know some people question my choice in doing it at the time, but I'm glad I did. It's funny because actually one of my main inspirations for becoming a Let's Player was Dr. 1297. Sadly, he doesn't do Let's Plays anymore because he's gotten so busy with the real world. But anyway, and the first thing I saw by him was his Super Bonk Let's Play, and I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that, you know, it just proved to me that you could be a Let's Player without being all fancy-dancy and all special effects, and, you know, you could just be an average guy who makes a Let's Play, and, so yeah, special thanks to Dr. 1297, and, amazingly, later on, he would become a subscriber of mine, and we would get to talk and stuff, and so, I don't know if you're watching this, dude, but miss seeing your videos for sure. But anyway, so yeah, just figure we'll play a little of this mini game and then we'll call it quits, because don't want to spend too long on each game. I want to try to get through, like I said, we're going to be doing 5, but anyway, but yeah, I will link on the screen right now the playlist to the original LP if you want to see it. Bear in mind it's pretty bad. For most of the recordings I still sounded like I had a cold, which I was recovering from, and I was still very much a novice when it came to commentaries and stuff. Well, what do we do? Very good. Well, that's not too bad. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this portion, and now we'll move on to the next thing, I suppose. Alright guys, and here we are, none other than banjo-kazooie. This was my first real LP, I like to call it, because I began my live commentaries with this, and struggled mightily, I might add, but, you know, it is what it is. Someday in the future, who knows, I might re-LP this game, but for now it stands as my first LP and second completed LP, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, third, because I count Cat Planet for some reason. Which I was going to actually add to this special, but it was proving a bit too laggy to record for some reason. Anyway, but yes, let's hop into the game here and have a little bit of fun, shall we? Alright, let's see now. Which file? I think it was this one? 100 jigsaws, 900. No, this was this. Okay, yeah, but this was my practice file, right? How much time do you want? Yeah, that's right. Gotcha. So this is the file that we completed the game on. We got basically 100%. There was only a couple of mumbo tokens that we missed, but we had the bonus episodes where my friend the Paradox author came in and helped us with some co-commentary. And we talked about a variety of things, like stop and swap and other things. But anyway, mainly I was using that to try to beat Bottle's jigsaw puzzle challenges, which I failed very badly. That is a... Oh, I don't know. I came back and I did it. I completed all of them. And so my Xbox Live thing marks it as something that I 100% completed because I did that. So I got all the achievements by doing that. But I couldn't do that on screen that day for whatever reason. I only managed to get through, I think, 3 of the 5. That was pretty annoying. But anyway, so yeah, this game has always been one of my favorites. I consider it a game that I can handle pretty easily. The thing about it with this game is there's only a few things in it that are truly hard. The rest of it is just a matter of knowing where to go to find stuff and just enjoying yourself, because this game is just an absolute blast to play. Obviously, as I mentioned, this is the Xbox Live version. which you can get on the arcade. It's real cheap, so you definitely should check it out. It was obviously an N64 game originally, so the game looks better. It's been put into HD and all that, but anyway, it's just a really fun game, a big part of my history as a gamer, because I spent a lot of time playing this game. But funnily enough, the only time I ever truly 100%ed it was during the Let's Play. Now, technically on my save file, I did get all the notes and jiggies, or my save file, my practice file, I got all the notes and jiggies. So it was the first time I did that, but as far as getting everything, beating Grunty's Furnace Fun, beating Grunty, and then getting all the bottles bonus challenges, this save file right here, this one that was part of my Let's Play, that was the first time I ever did that. So that's a huge accomplishment in my opinion, and was the end of my first real Let's Play. So this game will always have a bunch of memories for me. This isn't Banjo-Tooie. I can't grab edges. What's wrong with me? Speaking of Banjo-Tooie, those of you who have been waiting patiently or impatiently for it to return, and now I have the new capture card, you're probably thinking, okay John, when's it coming back? Not right away. I am working to get a few things taken care of first. Obviously, as you saw, oh by the way, this was where the very first jiggy of the game is, right here. So yeah, memories. Anyway, I am working to, I already said that, get some things done. As you saw, I brought back Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker, but I am not going to bring back Banjo-Tooie just yet. The capture card problems that I had with it, that was only half the reason, honestly, that I abandoned it. Not abandoned it, shelved it. I am going to play it. But it's because, honestly, I was making a lot of mistakes and the game was starting to really get frustrating for me. It's my own fault. I should have kept a practice file going, but I thought, you know, I won't need that. You know, I can handle it without that. But in truth, I should have, and I didn't. And I kept on getting more and more confused about what I could get to at which point of the game and what I couldn't later. So for now, just accept that it will come back, but it's not going to come back right away. I put it on the list with Master Quest. It's gonna be done eventually. It's just probably not gonna be as soon as you thought or you would hope. For that I apologize, but I actually have a couple things in mind about what I will do before that I think you're really gonna enjoy anyway. So yeah, anyway, so this game, what happened? Okay, I'm back, and I'm not really sure what happened. The game just sort of crashed on me, which I have never experienced. That's very odd. But anyway, but yeah, so I was just gonna wrap up what I was saying. Anyway, I was about done. Is that I love that game, and very much enjoyed the Let's Play because, in my opinion, it is when I actually learned how to do an LP. And so yeah, I'm proud of it, even if it is kind of a mess. But I also wanted to make note of that. It was during that time that I got, well, how will I put this? My first legitimate subscriber. My first two subscribers were two very good friends of mine, Link70222 and the Paradox author, who I mentioned before. And they subscribed because they're my buddies. But my first subscriber, who was someone that I didn't really know at the time, was Chichitty-Cat-Sen. And she was basically my third subscriber, and my first subscriber that I didn't actually know at the time, but we've gotten to know each other since then, and she's a really great Let's Player, so you should check out her channel. And yeah, it's kind of cool to look back on that. I actually went back in my emails on Gmail because I had the thing that alerts you when you get a subscriber, and I found that. So actually, I might have a screenshot up of that to show you that. But yeah, that was pretty neat to see. And another cool thing is that we both hit 1,000 at basically the same time, 1,000 subscribers, thanks to the good old Devious Coopers, who I have to thank at this point too. Because if it wasn't for working with them and the shout outs and everything, I would have never had that big surge that put me over 1,000 originally. So yeah, thanks to them as well. But anyway, enough on this still screen here. Let's move on to the next game, shall we?